Hey guys, I want to give you guys a brief history of the past few months of my life. It's a vlog of the past few months of my life. I acquired a few new businesses. My business right now is like damn near $100 million per year company, and I don't even really do nothing. So you guys would think that, when you become an ultra wealthy individual, all these little friends would pop out of the woodwork and try to ask you for money and stuff. Actually, no one even talks to me. So, pretty much, my life is pretty much limited to the little life that I have now. I share a house with like 6 other people. It's kind of like a mini mansion, but I still take disability because it's just easier that way. Disability provides me the freedom to work on my business without, any time restraints or without any limitations. I just work and then I smoke my tobacco and I drink a lot of water. I drink pop and I vape. I haven't been working out very much for the past couple months. Yeah, so I've tried to get in touch with like old friends a lot these past few years, and no one even talks to me. So it to me is a little bit weird. Like I thought I had all these friends, and apparently I don't. So it's a simple life. It's a lot better that way. I keep in touch with like my family and stuff, and that's all I really want and need, really. But it would be nice if I had a few like old friends from high school that to keep in touch with and stuff, but no one even replies to my Facebook messages. I got a couple girlfriends right now. 2 girlfriends. And so that's cool because a couple months ago I didn't have any girlfriends and now I have 2 girlfriends. So that's good, I guess. Other than that, just waiting on destiny. Waiting on destiny. I don't I don't really do much. I just play video games. And whenever I get paid, I invest money into my company. And that's pretty much it. So that's the life of $100 million per year CEO, I guess. And I think that this video is interesting because, you know, at the end of the day, people don't really have insight into that sort of thing. I wish I had insight into that sort of thing. How often I actually go without money as $100 million per year CEO. You know, and apparently it's possible to have like to be like a high net worth individual and be like pretty much broke cash wise, you know. I'm planning on boosting my net worth by about a couple hundred million this year. And that's something pretty exciting, I guess. I bought a business last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, something like that. A let's see, I have to renew one of my, I have to pay some taxes, and I have to renew one of my businesses uh, like at some point in the next couple weeks. And that's what it is. It's just paying bills. Enjoying my life at the end of the day. That's pretty much my goal in life, is to enjoy my life. And yeah, to provide for my daughter, and make sure that she has things like college education paid for, maybe a house when she's like 18. I think that would be really good. And other than that, just filling time with playing video games and waiting for. It's crazy how when I got into business, it was very much like a pretty sincere effort. You know, I powered through about, maybe like a year and a half of just ruthless, violent action, relentless type of very warrior like kind of powering through, and then, about a year and a half in, I hadn't really seen any results. I built like a 6-figure per year company, but that wasn't really much to be bragging about. And then I decided that I wanted to go the righteous path in my life. I wanted to like give my life over to God. And that's when crazy shit started happening in my life. I made like my first like $1 million transaction. All this crazy shit started happening. And I still don't know exactly what my job is in the divine grand scheme of things. I seem to be like a master of many things. But I do my job for God, and I get paid through my business, and that's pretty much what it boils down to. So if you wonder what my life is like as a high net worth individual, I pay bills, you know. Keep in mind I get disability, so it's pretty much like, once my income goes over a certain point, it's all over for my disability check. So just to pay myself like a small salary from my business, and just to maintain off of that, and to mostly just stay kind of like humble with it, not be too flashy and have like too much expensive, unnecessary bullshit, to maybe meet a wife where I can have like an increase in the amount of money that I'm allowed to have, because once my income goes over 1,600 a month, I lose my disability check. So pretty much just I found that my real life ambition is to take care of my daughter and to play video games. And business has become sort of a thing where I'm not so obsessed with it. I'm not as obsessed with it as I was when I first started. And it really is just a means for me to pay the bills. I I always say, like, if you're gonna be putting time into making money, you may as well try to make as much money as possible. And that's all I'm really doing over here. I work maybe like 8 hours a day right now. Maybe like today I worked maybe like I don't know. I woke up at about 5, so today I worked maybe about 8 hours today. I got about 3, 4 hours left in the tank, so by the time I go to bed, I will have worked like 11 or 12 hours. And sometimes, guys, the work is just studying other successful people. They say the more you learn, the more you earn. And that's what I'm going to end this video on. That's the story of my life right now, is just soaking in as much information as possible. I don't really indulge with like extracurricular, like non-business related stuff. Pretty much 90% of what I do is business related stuff. Even if I'm just listening to some music that's gonna pump me up and build that like adrenaline within my system, my bodily system, that's about like as deep as it goes in terms of non-work related stuff. Just waiting on the affirmation from God, the confirmation to move to the next step of my journey. And that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to you guys later.